join us mid-race preparation. One of the vehicles has yet to start, that being mine, because it lives in a field. So I've spoken to the family of rabbits that live underneath it, and they've said it's fine, you can move it for the day, but it's got a flat battery, 6 volt. So, did you know that the wheel brace in a 2CV of this age doubles as the starter handle? Andrew, do you want to?
Yeah, starter being a somewhat disputed word at the moment.
Yeah, just get it.
Because, can you imagine Sebastian doing this for Lewis? You know, they're on the grid, his car won't start, and Seb nips out of his and goes, "It's all right, mate. Let me see what I can do." This is never going to work.
Just do it.
Mine only did this once, and it's a really healthy car.
Just do it.
You can also really break your thumbs very easily if you do this.
Come on, put your back into it.
Kick back.
Put your back into it. And again. How about if I put...
So why am I doing this?
Because
why am I outside the car busting my chops?
Because you're better.
And you're sitting in there in luxurious comfort.
Because you're better looking. Right, okay,
Well,
okay. I think give it one more go. It doesn't show any signs of wanting to go. Now, bit of solidarity, a bit of 2CV Solidarnost, please. Okay, so we're going to bump
me
up.
lick.
We're going to bump up.
In reverse?
Yeah.
How could this possibly go wrong?
Come on, lads.
You're shortly going to be off.
Push it, push it, push it. Go, go, go. That's not going to work.
Why doesn't it roll?
Because I put the clutch out to see if I can use. Let's get it on the flat and then try and jump it off Andrew's.
That didn't work. But that vehicle is still potentially the faster of the two. I know it doesn't look much, but you would be surprised by the performance contained within that slightly ragged shell.
So yeah, what we have here is Christopher's cars won't start, so we're going to try and bump it from my car. Now you might wonder why we're not just using a normal car to do this. Well, of course, because these are 2CVs and they're 1950s cars, they have 6-volt electrical system instead of the usual 12. So if we tried to bump this from a normal car, the electrical system would just explode. Whether you'd notice the difference or not in that, who knows?
Oi, Pip!
Come here. Stop it for a minute.
I'm priming her. Let's see what happens. Hit! Hit! I can't.
What?
I can't hear what mine's doing. Hold on. She's just about to go. She's just about to go.
No, she's not.
Okay. Okay, I can't hear what I'm doing. That's part of the problem. The other problem is this. I think I'm uphill. Therefore, my fuel pump's trying to fire it.
The other way.
Yeah.
We're going to get this done. And I'll prove
Yes.
once and for all which is the faster car.
I think if we're calling this round one, I think we can say probably that's round one to me. But
Yeah.
Early days. I'm getting very suspicious now. This is not the car that was here 4 days ago. He's cleared it out, well, almost completely. He's taken the back seat out. Now I did that, but I kind of thought that given that I'd done that, he wouldn't sink to such a low level himself, but he clearly has. All the beer bottles appear to have gone as well. I just wonder what else he'd done to the car while it's been away.
Okay, fast forward 3 days? 4 days, sorry. Not that he's keeping count. Let's just see whether she starts.
4 days of an awful lot of external expensive assistance.
Yes, yes.
El Marsh! There's something very free revving about this engine. It's just, it zips.
There's something quite sort of smoky about this engine too. I think it's going to walk.
Yeah, she's a bit blue, but you know, you can't have it all. The main thing is, this vehicle is now ready to do battle, and I'm confident because I reckon in corrosion alone, lack of paint and interior, I'm probably 5 kilograms lighter than you.
Well, I think you are at least 30 kilograms lighter than me. But I think that there's, you know, whoever actually wins sort of out there, I think the 4 days it's taken him just to get it going and all the external assistance. I think if there was a moral victory, I'd say I've already got it in the bag. I'm not even sure why I'm taking part in this. I mean, I think the race is mine.
Neil, can you stop Melchit's monologue and let's get down here, come on.
I think if we start just as far down the end as we can without getting bogged down and just find the line. And I was thinking, Andrew, that it's the first one that gets through the gate?
Yes.
You reckon?
Yeah. And will they fit through the gate side by side?
Only one way to find out. This is going to be one of the most disappointing videos ever posted on YouTube. It is going to be 20 minutes of inane chat and maybe a minute of action at the end.
And what action it's going to be.
It's going to be extraordinary.
The two beasts unleashed.
So Nilo's going to shoot the whole thing on a drone. I think initially you won't be able to tell when it started. Do you want to drive it slowly beforehand? We should.
No, I just want to do it.
Okay.
Because if I drive it slowly beforehand, I'm not going to turn around and go, we're not going to do this, Christopher, because I'm worried about my number plate falling off.
Okay.
If my number plate falls off, I'll put it back on again. So we're going to do it, so you might as well just get in our cars and do it.
If I'm looking slightly vexed, it's because I'm concerned. I've got to make sure this works, Nilo.
Right. Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, I was just wondering what chances you gave on your car actually making it to the start.
Confidence isn't that high at the moment, but I think you're not in the spirit of the game at the moment, are you? Again, you're being too negative.
I'm very confident about mine. Whether mine will make it to the finish or not is an entirely different question.
Mine doesn't have much fuel in it, and the can's empty as well. So if I run out of fuel, we're not doing it.
This isn't a good start. Okay, here we go. Off down a rather steep slope.
Well, Andrew, I'd say the going is firm. Firm to good, is that even a phrase?
Not being from the horse racing community, I couldn't tell you. Honestly, I have been on roads in road cars that are less comfortable than driving this thing around a field.
By the way, FIA regs stipulate no practice starts in this area of the circuit, so don't even try and do practice start.
Is your car riding like an S-Class limousine at the moment?
It's unbelievable. You're just not aware of the bumps at all.
Most normal cars, certainly with two-wheel drive, would never even have got here because they'd have just got stuck.
Interesting, Frankel's going for the high road because he might get a bit more gradient for a slightly better start.
Can we go forward a bit? Because I'm on the pit down here.
What are you doing?
This chance, I can assure you, half a foot now is not going to decide the outcome of this race.
Nice and level, that's what I'm calling it.
Do you think when they run top fuelers in the US at the big competitions, they have to wait for a dog and a runner? And this all came about because we once drove back from a pub up a hill after you'd had your 4-stud head fitted.
And we were surprised that you didn't have an advantage.
Yeah, and I still am. Well, we'll find out, won't we?
Got a little bit of mud on your sill down there. Do you want to get your rag out and clean it?
Would you mind?
No, I meant you clean it, not me. Let's get ready to rumble!
Rumble!
Very smoky all of a sudden. That additive has not gone down that well, has it? We better get this done before she blows up. Okay, right, handbrakes are off. I've got to somehow get my first gear right whilst doing the call. In 3, 2, 1, go.
I got so much wheel spin.
Traction's there. Come on, monkey.
He's getting away. No, this can't be happening.
This is all I've got. He's catching me. He's catching me.
Oh, I might be gaining on him. I might be gaining on him. I might be able to get into third gear as well.
He's catching me. No.
I'm definitely, so it's going to be who bottles it through the gate. And do you know what? It's going to be me.
Oh, shit, I'm off the ground.
Ah, car was bloody took off then.
It's a victory.
Okay, fair play, he wins.
Did you have to lift for the gate?
We were never going to make it through together. Where was my 4-stud head when I needed it?
I got ahead, then you started catching me.
Yes.
Then it pegged. Were you catching me the whole way?
No, I wasn't catching you. For about the first, I would say, third of the race, you were definitely ahead. You definitely had a traction advantage. And then I started to get you. Over a mile, you would have been toast.
But what gear were you in by the end?
Third. What were you in?
I stayed in second too long.
So you're making excuses now. You won the race. Fair play. You did it.
But you reckon over a mile I'd be toast?
Over a mile. We need to go to Millbrook.
Ow!
Oh.
Ow! That one hurt. Okay, don't use that again.
So did that settle it or not?
I think for now, we have an early indication that over a decent distance, my car would have just kicked yours into the weeds.
So did you have to back off to get through the gate?
Absolutely.
Did you?
Yes. I was gaining on you. The interesting thing was you were so much quicker than me off the line. And I've been thinking about this, and I think I found out why.
Go on.
My car has too much power. Okay?
How on earth did you reach that conclusion?
Such a beast. 4-stud head, you see. It is such a beast that with 17 horsepower,
The whole point of this
it's
was
barely controllable off
point
the
of
line.
this
Actually,
exercise-
I think I did bloody well just keeping the thing pointing in the right
The
direction.
whole
It's
point of this
such an
exercise
animal.
was to stop this happening, and it hasn't solved anything, has it? So we need to go back.
I
We're gonna
think
get
what
to
we've
Millbrook.
proved, undoubtedly, is that my car is quicker than yours.
How does that work?
Well, you have more traction, yes, fine, but once traction, which has got nothing to do with speed or power, was put to one side, I was gaining on you hand over fist. And frankly, you know, if I'd not backed off, you know, we'd have been side by side through the gate and needed a bill for 2 new TCVs.
Well, there you have it. We've solved nothing. Andrew's still delusional, and I won the race.
I came second because I've got the quicker car.
Yes. Okay, so we've got a result, but
Yes.
I'm interested in working this out now. I stayed in second
Yeah.
and decided to go for valve bounce.
Yes.
You went for third.
With
and
my
I-
long gearing.
And I, Jesus Christ. I thought that I might have made the wrong decision. So if we go back running again for a laugh, I'm going to go third, you stay in second.
Okay.
Okay? This doesn't mean we're having a second, then a decider if you win this one. Well, of course it does mean that. It means exactly that.
This is the second attempt, and I've been working on my strategy, and I think what I need to do is give it slightly fewer beans off the line. Now the problem with that is the carb on this car needs rebuilding, and so it's very good if it's wide open or completely shut, but not really got much in between. But nevertheless, I'm going to be a little bit more circumspect off the line, and then I'm going to leave it in second gear for a lot longer, and we will see what happens. All right, come on, let's do it.
In 3, 2, 1, go.
See, it's getting away again. Okay, I'm starting to come back on him now, and I'm staying in second. And yeah, I'm going to do him. I'm going to do him. Third now, and I've done him.
There he goes!
Game, set, and match. Cream always rises to the top.
I think that warrants a decider, don't you?
So what's going to happen this time is we're going to be side by side at the gate. If, Christopher, you are calling me chicken, you are, in that regard, entirely correct. For the avoidance of doubt, this is absolutely and categorically the last time I'm doing this.
I think I've got, in all seriousness, I think I've got a brake issue. I think my brakes are dragging, and that might be slowing me down badly.
I've just checked the brake software. It appears to be okay.
Would you like an old Corona?
Maybe later.
Why is that in there?
So this is it, this is it, this is the decider. There is no coming back from this. Whoever gets through that gate first is, I'm afraid, the winner.
2, 1, go.
Oh, he's had a hell of a start on me now. I've absolutely ruined the start. I'm nowhere near him. Doesn't matter if I stay in second now, this game is over, I have lost. I'm gaining on him now, but there's just not enough space.
Where's the bump? Oh, this time it's emphatic. How's he flying? He's just warmed up.
Fair play to Christopher.
These cars are amazing.
It's the traction. I mean, I'm out of the game before we've done 10 yards. You just disappear.
Does that mean that we have to go back through all of the cars that you figured for Autocar back in the early 90s and
And take off half a second just to adjust the technique.
Precisely that, yes. I mean, and to everybody who's read Autocar's road test figures between about 1989 and about 1994, I can only say how sorry I am, particularly the manufacturers.
All those cars are clearly much, much faster than we ever said they were, because I'm just rubbish at getting cars off the line.
how friggin' great are 2CVs?
I genuinely think, and I know we would say this because we've got them, but
I think if people came here, saw these cars, and saw what they did, and just see how happy they make people,
I think people would get it. I think they are the great unsung story, and I just love them. Certainly of all the cars that I've owned and own, this is the only one I will never, ever sell.
Good man.
thank you, Andrew. This is obviously in no way concluded.
So you might have noticed the difference between the two cars has been described on social media as one having 4 stud heads. Let's explain why that's the case. If you look here, there's my manifold. I've got 1, 2, 3 studs and the plug is behind the middle stud. See that there? Now come and look at Andrew's car. This is a bit like moving from an F12 to an 812 Superfast. That's the sort of development we're looking at here. Plug in the middle still, but he's got 1, 2, 3, 4 studs. It's a totally different set of pipes designed to release more power, which it turns out doesn't. Well, we don't know, do we? It might do.
Yeah, but how much is another question. I'm guessing not as much as advertised, certainly.
So, you see your gubbins here underneath your magneto,
Yeah.
or your alternator, whatever
Yeah.
you call it.
Yes.
Okay, a load of gubbins there. Come and have a look at this one here.
Yeah.
Right, just behind there, you'll see a little blue module. See a sticker?
Yeah, what is that?
Electronic ignition.
I'm sorry.
Electronic ignition.
Electronic ignition.
Yes.
Christopher, I've known you for 20 years. I have never known you stoop so low. So, ladies and gentlemen, the reason he won, clearly, is because he's got an extremely modern, state-of-the-art engine in there.
Do you know what, Andrew? I'm ashamed, but I also didn't know.
I'm not ashamed, I'm appalled.
I'm more ashamed of the fact that I didn't know.
You didn't know that had electronic ignition on it until just now, after we did the races.
Until Sunday.
Until Sunday, so before we did the race.
I might have known.
Did
before
you
the race.
disclose this before the race?
I didn't think it would help our situation. It was already.
Honestly, listen, I can be big about this. If you want to win that way, that's absolutely fine. I completely understand.
I do want to win that way, and I did win that way.
And he did win that way, yeah.
So to just summarise,
Yeah.
if you want to go fast or you need to up the performance of a 425cc 2CV,
Cheat.
do you go and find very expensive original 4-stud heads?
Yes.
Or buy an 80 quid thing that big from the Netherlands and fit it to your car?
You buy an 80 quid thing that big from the Netherlands and fit it to your car. Yeah. If, however, you want to have a nice, beautiful, lovely, original 2CV rather than some modern hot rod, then you go and do the proper thing.
So are you calling that a modern hot rod?
Absolutely.
Aero was all over the place. Yeah.
You took your air filter. No, I bloody didn't. Had I thought of it, I would have done. But no, I did not take my air filter.
Out.
Talk to me about this thing. What does that do?
That's a primer. So it's a mechanical pump. Have you got a different pump on yours? Probably 'cause you've got a different